We play Genshin Impact for many reasons. I play for lore, many people play for the meta, many people play for explorations, and everything in between. But if you ask anyone, I'm sure everybody can agree the main drawing point of this game is the characters in the game. Now, I'm sure you have kind of an idea what this video is about based on the title of the video. But before I tell you exactly what's going on, let me first show you how I feel about this particular character. There's nothing for me to say. I don't understand what I can say. Damn! Please make her playable. Please make her playable. Please make her playable. If you don't make her playable, I'm fucking quitting this game. You cannot. No, you cannot. No. Now, obviously, I love this character because of the design, and I think she's really hot, and I think she's just a badass character, and I really want her to be playable. But we don't know much about Arlecchino except the fact that there are a couple quests during the chasm that kind of talks about the orphanage that she runs, and she's part of, well, essentially the leader of the House of Hearth, and they did some crazy bad things associated with the Fatui. But inside the Archon Quest, the Fontaine Archon Quest Act 1, obviously spoilers, if you don't want to be spoiled, come back later. But in the Archon Quest, we learned something very specific about Arlecchino that kind of made me do a head tilt for a second, at least in my brain. And then I kind of started to piece together certain plot devices that the developers might have been planning, and it completely destroyed me internally. And I was borderline depressed. I don't know if you can tell. I'll play you the clip. I think my voice is like shaking after I finally realized, is this a possibility? Oh my gosh, I am going to be so depressed.
Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water. Lady Arlecchino herself included are from Fontaine.
Chat, I'm sorry, but I just envisioned the worst possibility that I could think of from my brain. Is it because I'm a pessimistic person? I don't know. Why did this thought just pop in my head? I'm so mad. Arlecchino is from Fontaine. She's a Fontainian. This just dialogue just now just explained that Arlecchino is a Fontainian. Because she's a Fontainian, there is a world where because of this water, the primordial sea, there's a chance that it will end up dissolving her. Because she's a Fontainian, the possibility is there. And the thing is, normally I would like be copium and say she'll be fine, but the thing is, she's not a bad person. That's why it's so gray. Now, obviously, we can say that I'm maybe looking too much into this, and I hope that's the case because I wish I was wrong. I wish, after everything is settled, people point at me and laugh at me, saying I was wrong because I want her to be playable. The thing is, the plot device that they mentioned in the Archon Quest about this water from the primordial sea that can dissolve specifically Fontainians, we learned about it kind of in the middle of the trial, but at the end of the trial, after the trial, we talked to Linny, and Linny explains about the House of the Hearth and Arlecchino and all that stuff. He specifically says something to the effects of, now we learned that this water can dissolve Fontainians, it's an issue, and then the dialogue immediately after he mentions, oh, by the way, Arlecchino is also Fontainian. I wish I was looking too much into this, except there is a big issue, and that is, of course, this game is made by Hoyoverse. If you don't know what that means, basically, Hoyoverse likes to take you on this up and down roller coaster ride of wholesomeness and just cliff right into a depression mode. For example, if you play Honkai Impact 3 to any capacity, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But there has been Fatui members that was playable in the past, and one specific case where she turned to ashes. But what scares me is the fact that Senora, to be honest, she was very attractive, and I thought she would be a really cool character if she was playable, and I would have probably pulled for her. But we didn't really have any sense of emotional attachment because the game was so early on, and we didn't really know too much of her backstory. For Arlecchino, it's a little bit different because we learned that even though she's affiliated with the Fatui and her House of Hearth does like pretty bad things, her main objective is to save the people that she holds dear, the other Fontainians of her home country or region. So, in a way, it's hard to discern whether she's a bad person or a good person. She's somewhere in the middle. And that's what makes this game so fascinating, because every time you're stuck in that gray area, it makes you confused. It's very conflicting. It's very, very conflicting, and that's why the story is so good. The way that Arlecchino is being portrayed so far in the story is that she is essentially an anti-hero. She does bad things, but she has a sense of humanity to her that we feel this emotional attachment to her. And that's the problem, because if we have this attachment to a character when they're not playable, it's just utter depression, sadness, and destruction, especially for fans of particular characters. Like, what would make you be more sad and depressed, right? A bad person dying in this game? Or someone that is perceived as bad but wants the good things for people, but then she ultimately ends up dying. It's a lot different, and it's more depressing if you think about it. And it's not even like she wants to use the Gnosis to screw over Celestia. She doesn't care really. All her job was, Sarisa wants the Gnosis and probably made a deal. It's like, I'll get you the Gnosis, but first when I get it, let me use it to save my people. And then I'll give it to you. You can do whatever you want with it. Because she doesn't care about all that. She just cares about people here. Oh, this sucks, man. So that's why I'm actually very scared. Pretty worried. I hope she's fine. But again, it's Hoyoverse, and I mean, are we gonna be surprised if they pull the rug right under her feet? From my experience, it wouldn't be too surprising, but it will be devastating. But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think about this whole thing. Am I overthinking it? And if you want to, leave a comment below. But please, I urge you, no leaks or spoilers. Act 2 stuff, I'll do it tomorrow anyway. So by that time, I guess we can talk about Act 2 stuff in the comments. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Bye. Peace.